Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to discuss some grip training at home without using a lot of equipment. Different ways we can strengthen our forearms and our fingers to allow for a very powerful grip for grasping and penetrating our opponent. So we're going to begin by utilizing these devices. A slotted board. These slotted boards have different depth grooves, allowing you to practice your different depths of finger grip, working gradually to a harder and harder difficulty. If you don't have something like this, or you can't get something like this, you can use the top of a door frame, something that doesn't allow you to wrap your hand right around. So the top of your door frame, if you hook on, it'll allow you a very similar effect. So we're going to grab these in the 25mm slots, and we're going to practice pulling with our fingertips rather than wrapping our fingers around. We want to activate our fingertips. So that's going to allow us to work these last joints, practice our cupping, get the ends of our ligaments working, and not just work the top knuckle joints where it's easy to wrap around. So we're going to use the ends of our joints, working these thoroughly on the board or the door frame. And the second exercise we're going to do, we're going to use a rock, a really simple thing. We're going to get a rock that fits roughly the width of our fingers, with our fingers cocked back so that we punch in from the knuckle joints, not grasping but punching in. We're going to fit our fingers to this rock, nice and wide, gripping with the thumb, or if you can't handle such a wide grip, gripping with the fingertips. We're going to lift him from the ground up in front of ourselves, keeping our elbow. You will very rarely grasp a person and pull them like this. So this lifting, you see people drag it, this doesn't give you control. You're going to want to keep your forearm, keep your thumb activated. Because if you're grasping a person, grasping in front of you, you will have your thumb up and your fingers cocked to grasp an arm and neck. The hand stays upright. So we grip the stone, we keep our elbow upright, and we raise it. 1, 2, 3, and then we circle it. 1, 2, 3. Feeling all the ligaments in your fingers as you come around the circle, making sure that you come fully around, checking for any weaknesses in your hand. Then you go back the other way. 1, 2, 3. Then you can place the rock down, transfer to your other hand. If you transfer from your rear hand to your lead hand, and then step, the rock will then be in front of you. If it does slip from your hand, it won't land on your toe. So you should perform the rear stance in order to maintain safety. And we grip with our thumb cocked and our fingers cocked, pushing the tips of our fingers into the rock, and we lift. 1, 2, 3, and then circle. 1, 2, 3, and then circle back. 1, 2, 3, pass to the other hand and step. Keeping yourself safe, keeping your toes out of the way, and repeating this exercise. Lifting, 2, 3, and circling. 1, 2, 3, and then back. 1, 2, 3, making sure to work all the ligaments in your hand and forearm, all the ligaments in the back of your hand, all the ligaments in your forearm, making sure to work them all. The next exercise is going to be utilizing some fat grips. These are just a device to make your bar or weight larger. If you don't have access to fat grips, I would take a towel, wrap a towel around your grip until it's a larger grip, so that you can't close your fingers over it and you must pinch. That's the point of all this. So we're going to put these on our chinning bar, or we're going to wrap our towel around our chinning bar, and we're going to grab him like that so that our fingers can't wrap over. We're going to pinch, and we're going to come down and we're going to hang taking our feet off the floor. If we want to move from side to side, working each arm, we can, but we're just going to hang, pinching the top grip and making sure that we stay there, squeezing, maintaining a hold, holding on the fat grips until they slip off. Right, the next thing we're going to do is going to be using a strap. Any simple strap will do, a belt. I'm using a tie down strap, but any strap will do. We're going to take the strap and we're going to attach it to a weight. Any weight will do, a rock, carrier bag with a rock in it, whatever you like, anything will do. We're going to attach our strap and we're going to place our fingers on the fingertips inside the strap like this, and we're going to close our fingers, 2, and we're going to squeeze and squeeze and practice the squeezing up of our fingers, squeezing, 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 working the finger joints, working the grip and the closing force. So we're going to tuck our fingers in and we close our fingers, close our fingers, close our fingers, squeezing up, practicing working the forearm against the weight, practicing building our grip strength and our ability to close hard. We've been working the fingers and the finger joints, practicing closing, but the thumb hasn't had so much work. So we're going to specifically work the thumb this time. Again, with the strap, we're going to attach him to our weight and we're going to tuck our thumb into it. Only the thumb, and we're going to stand and close our thumb joint, gripping in, squeezing with the thumb joint, practicing closing and squeezing in, closing the thumb against the fingers, squeezing in, keeping the elbow down, maintaining control, closing the thumb. And we practice on the other arm, grabbing, tucking the thumb joint in, making sure to maintain this angle, lifting the weight, keeping your elbow and closing your thumb joint, and closing your thumb joint, letting it come and hang on this hook and then closing it up against your fist and holding it and closing it against your fist, working your strength. Remember, when practicing these exercises, it's always important to maintain the elbow, as in all your mantis stuff, keeping your elbow joint up, maintaining your thumb joint and your top finger joint prominent, allowing this grip. So whenever you're lifting from the floor, you should endeavor to keep the weights in front of you, maintaining this elbow cocked outward position, not allowing it to rise up onto your shoulder joint. Keep it through, everything down, as in your sambal jin and your forms. Maintain this joint as if you were grasping or attacking at somebody. You would maintain this angle to grasp the throat, grab the arms. It's always going to be upright, maintaining your forearm defense and maintaining your elbow. So when practicing gripping weights and holding weights in your claw, you maintain your elbow, your wrist and your shoulder, and you lift and sink and lift and sink, always making sure to maintain this elbow line through to the shoulder, through the thumb ligament, through the finger ligaments, so that it's useful when you grasp your opponent. This is of importance. If you allow your elbow to come to the outside like this, it starts to load your shoulder joint and top. It's bad for your ligaments, and you have the ability to be turned over and turned into an armbar. It allows your opponent to control, and it turns your thumb away from your opponent, making it awkward to grasp. So this elbow up position, this isn't for grasping, this is for striking with the elbow and then dropping back to your defensive position to grasp and pull. So we maintain our elbow all the time to unload our shoulder joint and maintain our thumb line to our opponent, allowing this grasping action to be more natural and more useful to us. So you can use a bag to practice keeping our elbow. Remember not to be trying to grab, keep your elbow to land. And we have our bag, a gel bag, you can use a sandbag, whatever you have to hand. And you throw him up and catch him, making sure to penetrate with the fingers, crush in, toss up and catch. And toss up and we catch. And toss up and we catch. Remember to maintain the thumb angle, punching the thumb in, punching the fingertips in, crushing and closing right up. And closing right up. And closing right up. Always crushing through the bag, making sure to penetrate as you would into the flesh of your opponent. This is an old bag I've been using for a few years. Surface is torn, my fingers have penetrated a lot of times. Maybe we need a new bag soon. So these are some conditioning methods, training methods to strengthen your grip. There are various other methods you can use to work your ligaments, work your grip strength, work your ability to close your fingers. So these are some, give you a good basis for a very powerful grip and very strong grasp. There are various other methods, rolling methods for the wrist, extension methods for the hand, various methods to strengthen your hand and consolidate the bones in your hand and strengthen your grip. But we will discuss these in a forthcoming video. So thank you for watching and I'll see you in the next video.